What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukishu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video we are back with the League of Heroes here at day 4 to see how far I'll go into gold rank. I know for a fact with 5 tickets I probably should either worth where I am at in gold. I think we need, how much do we need? So we need, I think this was a button. Yeah. So we need 12,500. So we're gonna need 2,500. And if we get 1,000 every time, yeah, we won't even be able to make it to gold 4 even if we wanted to. Because I doubt I'll be able to get 5,000. I doubt. Especially with my lineup, I shouldn't be able to get 5,000, but I should be able to at least be chilling around gold 3. There should be at least 2 more days. So the League of Heroes will most likely end during the weekend, unfortunately, right? Because if the normal phase or whatever is almost done pretty much in like 2 days, then that means we'll probably get like another day after that. So probably by Monday, the whole thing should be done, I think. Let me just check right now. 29th, when is that? Yeah, that's on Sunday. It's gonna be done on the 2nd completely. So until next Wednesday. When does the main stage? It ends on the 29th, so it ends on the 28th. This is just a League of Heroes. It doesn't necessarily need me to record that. I'll just let y'all know how far it went. That's pretty much it. Or I'll post it on the Discord server as well on Saturday. But other than that, speaking about the Discord server, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description below. Also, if you guys haven't joined the circle or joined a circle in general and you're looking for one, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join, it'll let me know that you want to join the circle, and after that either go to the Discord server. There will be a channel request or circle request channel. I keep saying channel request, but it is what it is. There's going to be a circle request channel, and it'll just go there, or go to the comments section and let me know on either or that you sent the request, and let me know what your in-game name is, just so I can make sure to accept you and not someone else into the circle. And that is going to be pretty much it about the circle. Oh, Gentle Dawn is here. I don't think I'll be able to beat that last team. I don't think, but we can definitely try. We'll take a look at that team when we hit the 5th one. But let me get the, actually maybe I can use, maybe we'll do this, and then I don't necessarily want to use any more than that, so I'll just use that. But with the comments loaded, it looks like Tanoki had one more comment from yesterday's video, and then there are a few more after that. So I guess we'll go over Tanoki's comments, since I feel like it did make it into the video, but I kind of was into my explanation yesterday, so I do apologize for not adding this into the part. I kind of saw the time after I responded to the last comment, and yeah, when I saw the time, I was like, I tried not to go that far, but I guess I did. Which I do apologize. Sincerely, I do apologize. But on the record, just to clarify a little things. This has happened once before, but not, I guess, to this extreme. I wouldn't even call it extreme, because to me, this is just me explaining my side of things. Once I get to that point, I will be more brutally honest, blunt, however you want to call it. There's just no way for me to make you feel like see my point of view without actually being brutally honest. If it has to involve personal experiences, then so be it. It's like I said, there's really I don't really mean any aggressiveness towards it. It's just me explaining myself. There's no way for me to get my point across other than being brutally honest. Or especially with the way things were looking, because I think because my main focus, I'll go over it with the comments, because we're here. I just want to see what Tanoki has to say, and I'm pretty sure we're all good regardless. I'm pretty sure. But starting off with Tanoki, first one says haven't left a comment during and recording sometime, which is fairly true. This month has been, I think this month and also last month has been kind of way more off for me when it came to my usual recording time. That's why, especially in the past 2 weeks, my timing on some of the videos were a little bit past my normal time. So yeah. It may have looked weird the past like month or two, but it might stay like that for the foreseeable future until I make it work. Was that my Hishi? I'm pretty sure that was my Hishi Amazon, right? Yeah. Alright. I guess Suzuka still barely won that. Moving on to the next comment from Tanoki. Small misunderstanding. Well, when there isn't a small misunderstanding, sometimes when I read your comment. Just to say, when I say doing dailies, I didn't mean doing all dailies minus training, so like 5 minutes. Like I said, if you're not gonna count the training, you're not really technically doing all the dailies for Musume. Reason being is, for any game like Genshin and all that, once you do all your dailies, you do get a small amount of currency for doing all your dailies. It's the same thing for Pretty Derby. You get a total of 50 if you do all of it. Now I know I did say couple times, many times actually, that in the past that there will be times where I do forget to do the arena stuff, because honestly, me logging in the morning after doing 1 or 2 runs during the day, when I go back to the game, I'm already assuming that I have done all my dailies, and that's all on me. And then I keep going through that bad habit for a while, and then I'll get back into it. But recently, since I mentioned, I've been making a good habit for me to do it. And the reason why I mentioned that is because you get a total of 50 every day. You do all your dailies. As a free-to-play player, doing that, getting that 50 for 30 days straight, you get a total of 1500, which is a free 10 pull. So that's exactly why I don't count that as doing your pure dailies. That's, to me, that is if we're gonna go with the tier list I did mention before, not tier list, but like the tiers of how a person is. Generally, you're only looking at 3. You're looking at the tryhards, the normal players, I guess, the normal, and the chill players, the chill casual players, which that's just the general consensus. If you were talking about the general people, that's how we mostly think about it, right? And then if you are more into like gacha games you play with, or you like, and all that, then you're gonna kind of like see a little bit more of a separation, which I did. And this kind of falls within Uma Musume to me, because like you said, there are people, or a lot of people, who doesn't do the training every day. Well, to me, those are the people under like the casual chill people, because to me, the casual chill people at least will do that. Also, for the sake of the enjoyment of the game, they will still train it just so they can have experience, play the game, and all that. To me, that the people who doesn't do that are the tier below, and they're either completely chilling just to enjoy the characters without essentially playing the game, just pulling with whatever currency they can get from logging in and all that. There are those people, and then there are those people who, I guess, kind of like Nova, who once they, well, I guess not because he still trains. I guess like you, Tanoki, where he said once you get your team ready, you're pretty much done, and you won't really train until you need to. That's essentially the other side. Well, I don't count them essentially as below casual because they are training until, but it kind of just puts me more towards casual because they're only training when they need to rather than enjoying the game more. I'm not saying that you have to always train to complete the game. I mean, to enjoy the game. Just like with like Eugen and all of them who enjoys going to the live and all that. Which reminds me now that I got you, Rick. I got you. But but yeah, there's many different things that people will find enjoyment in the game. I get that. Whether it's just this character, they just want to see the characters race and all that, just have the characters, or go to the live just to watch them perform. There's a few other things you could, find some enjoyment rather than training when you're on the game. But the main bread and butter is the training. You won't get any better ranks without doing more trainings, especially if you're trying to push yourself to the next rank. Especially if you know you're supposed to be at the next rank like myself. So yeah. that is how I see it. At least. And I've said this before. And that's the reason why I was heavily against the fact that comparing Musume dailies to other dailies because of the time is kind of unfair, because you're slated into a full 40 minutes already in Pretty Derby, whereas the others you're looking at 5-10 minutes, even more depending on the game. So yeah. He did added a little extra to this comment. There's still 2 more comments after that, but I feel like a lot of the passion from Shushu is coming from misunderstanding what I meant when using the comparative terms. More casual then is unequal to casual, closer to tryhard, and average player is unequal to tryhard. I hope that's clear, but for now, I'll keep this topic away from YouTube comments. Text only plus a 1-day turnaround, it's slightly making it heated. Well, like I said, I wanted to clarify earlier. If y'all were here around the time where I got on Nova, then y'all already know what this is all about. This is just a slightly more like this was me actually trying more than I did with Nova to get my point across, because your responses weren't necessarily responding to what I was saying, because my main argument, my main debate and all that my main point was, how does someone who spend more time and effort is more casual? That's the only thing. Because I'm gonna keep this a little bit more shorter than I did yesterday, because if you look anywhere, anything you do in the world, anything you want to do, whether you're a kid aspiring to be in the NBA, or I don't know, you want to be like some top-notch scientist or anything on all that, what are you gonna need to do to get there? Time and effort. And that's literally for everything. So to me, when I'm thinking at a general aspect, whereas like what about the other people who actually take satisfaction into putting the time and effort and getting the result that they want? And that's where it kind of starts to bug me more, is because, like I said, from personal experience, you know, putting more time and having someone else still get more of the playing time, or essentially more of the credit if we're talking about something else. Yeah, it's gonna rub you the wrong way if suddenly, like, you're that type of person who has always believed in time and effort will, you know, will get you to where you want to be, or help you understand and learn these new things that you want to learn in life. Like if you're trying to pick up something new and all that, obviously time and effort. Now, if we're talking about in terms of like, uh, in terms of, I guess, gotcha gaming, saying these extra terms, saying more casual and all that, for the general people, it's gonna be like, more casual? How can, you know, people are gonna question it. It's gonna be more confusing the more you add terms and all that, especially for people who don't necessarily see that kind of terms, comparative terms, especially within the gotcha community, when pretty much the only three things you'll probably be thinking about when it comes to the other players is like the whales and tryhards, the normal people, the normal average players, and then just the casual. There could be more casual people with what I stated, but to keep it simple, they're just still casual. I'm not gonna think, but to me, the thing is like, I do see your point. I'm not saying I didn't see your point where, yeah, you're technically, yes, not technically, but for sure, yes, you should be. Technically, you should be taking. It will look like you're taking the game more seriously, and all that. If you have said meta characters or said meta stuff, meta support cards, meta gear, whatever it is, in any other game. But in the case of Pretty Derby, in the case of Nova, he ain't gonna do any better or look any more than what he's doing right now unless he puts in more time and effort. Because he's just gonna be where he's at as long as as he wants to. And like I said, like he said, he clearly stated that if it wasn't for his cards, he'd have worse rankings. And honestly thinking, it makes me wonder, like, if he had my cards, we'd probably be at the same boat, since before we were pretty much close in rankings and all that. Given my cards, he'll probably be doing the same thing I am. So yeah, the main point of why I went that brutally honest and all that blunt is because I just need to make sure to get my point across, because we were so focused on the whole casual, the whole you got meta cards, therefore whatever you said there, right? Yeah, that's all good. I get it. You have meta cards, therefore, oh, that's pretty obvious. But it still didn't necessarily, and like most of your response, if anything, most, if or not all, did not really cover the whole time and effort thing. It all came down to like the other stuff. The other stuff, like saying Nova hoodwinked me kind of added a little bit of fuel to the I guess fuel to the fire, if you want to go with the saying, because Nova did no such thing. Because I know how Nova plays. I know because just based off of what he says in the comments and in Discord, I know the way he plays. I know what his goal is, and so in my head, I'm like, he hasn't been telling me nothing. We be playing the same amount of gotcha games. We understand what we're going through when it comes to trying to balance all these games and all that. But then again, I still put in the extra one. I try to put in the extra 1 or 2 trainings at least. If I can go more than that, I will. To see, especially the past couple months. I said this many times the past 2 videos? 3 videos? I don't know, but past couple months, basically the whole scenario, I've been busting my ass trying to get to UD. What do you think I've been doing? Trying to figure out training patterns that I've been doing that maybe my training pattern was wrong. Maybe like what I've been doing is a little bit off than others, because yeah, I can ask you guys, but every time I did, at the end of the day, everyone was saying that my training was fine, right? And then at the end of the day, it all everyone was pointing towards my support cards. So what am I to think? Maybe there is another way for me to get to UD, because I should be making it to UD. That was my mentality, which is why I kept going and going. And even if I did, even if I kept on, well, no, even if I had gotten a UD already in the earlier part of the scenario, I still would be doing an extra trainings until I was completely satisfied with the team that I have, like satisfied enough, because obviously you're not gonna be completely satisfied unless you are that good at training. So yeah, so with you, what it sounded like to me, completely disregarding the time and effort that anyone would put in this game or in any other game, would be automatically more, I guess what you said, less casual than than a person or player like Nova, who has the meta but doesn't do as much. It will, you know, it will not sit right, especially without going back to it when I was clearly making that the big deal of my point, my argument, basically. So at the end of the day, it wasn't necessarily much being like trying to be aggressive or anything like that. I was just trying to get my point across, because normally for myself, I don't get mad easily. Me trying to get my point across, it's just that. You push me a little bit more than that, or not even a little more than that, because I can't tell you how many times with my closest friends, how many times I've wanted to yell at their faces because of stupid things and all that. Either that or the stupid things they say. I'll say like a few things, but I'll always find a way to calm myself down. There's no way, like, I can, like, if I was heated and all that, there's no way I would have been back here, like, all normal, all normal. So yeah, it may have sounded like it was getting slightly heated, but that was only because I had to get my point across. Because we were stuck on the whole meta casual thing. My what rubbed me wrong was the fact that my time and effort felt like it was being dismissed, like it didn't matter because I didn't have the meta cards. That's it. That's it. um Continuing on, do want to take the time though to say really appreciate your effort in making videos. Thank you. But I do say this every time during the comments, or at least I feel like I didn't the last two. But I normally do, where every time I end with the comments, I normally be like, no, I always appreciate the support, the continuing support from you guys and all that. So yeah, the feeling is mutual, because without you guys here doing the comments, showing the support that you guys do, I wouldn't be making these videos. Maybe I will, but who knows how long. Yeah, I don't have the most subscribers and all that. I don't necessarily push like a goal limit and all that. It's simply because it's like, I don't want to put it on you guys too much. Yeah, I probably should, but it's like, with it just gotta think. Like, I'm posting pretty derby stuff. Not a lot of people were pretty much exposed to that, because of the fact that a lot of um soon to be global players probably wanted to play the JP version. They just didn't want to either find a way to install it, because obviously there are multiple ways to install it. Well, at least at this point, BlueStacks doesn't necessarily work anymore, or any of those things. And then we have, was it? I don't even use it. Whatever their thing is. I already forgot what it was. So yeah. But no. I do appreciate your guys' support. I really do. Even though what would happen, me being, probably slightly aggressive more than I wanted. Wasn't even planning to, because I just wanted to get my point across. But like I said, I didn't mean any aggressiveness, hostility towards my responses. I just wanted to get my point across. Because I just rather be honest than beat around the bush. That's pretty much it. If I have to really tell you. But I've never tried editing. Never or ever. Never. I'm gonna say I've never tried editing videos for YouTube. It's not easy. If we had recording, playing, and editing when Musume, then Shushu definitely had a speed. Well, you didn't have to mention all that. You didn't have to mention all that, because I wasn't even putting that into the consideration. Obviously my whole thing was like based off just playing the game itself. That has nothing to do with every other thing that I do outside of the videos. But I do appreciate the appreciate the recognition of that. But honestly, you didn't have to go that far. You didn't have to go that far. But I do appreciate it. That's just like how I appreciate your comments and your continuing support. Now, I know I did say I was trying to make this quick. We are already like close to finishing this, so let's try to speed things up just a little bit, right? Actually, let me put in the full races also. That way there can be more stuff in the background, yeah? But yeah, continue with Tanoki's comments. Well, yeah, we're just giving a general outlay of the support cards. Discord would be a better place to do a build discussion for each UMA than YouTube comments, since pictures would help. Well, yeah, if we're trying to just show the cards that we have. But if you already know what cards we're talking about, then I think comment section would work. As long as you know what cards we're talking about. And then for UAF scenario, what happened was the secondary train attribute was diminishment. Yeah, it was. If you train speed, you don't get much power. And if train all stats color, yeah, I get that. And the last scenario, we tended towards the lower and higher stamina. Wait. And last one, we tended towards lower power and higher stamina guts than expected. My guess is the swap in the GFF scenario could explain your gut struggles, but I really can't test it out. Honestly, I don't think so. Because after playing this game since the beginning and going through all of the scenarios, even with the slight changes they make, because they didn't really start making the slight changes until now, or like this kind of change with the scenarios when it comes to like distance focus, until literally right now with this scenario. So going through everything, guts was not, from my impression, it didn't seem like guts was necessarily important to begin with. And in like the first year and a half, maybe 2 years at most of the game, no one was really using guts cards. At least in my personal opinion, no one really was. When I would look and all that, when I do, it was like 3 guts cards and it was just a whole guts build. Not even like 2 guts, 1 guts. Like this was early Pretty Derby, where you would see people actually do that. But guts wasn't necessarily the best stat for us early game. Obviously, with all the new us being all new and all that, we're looking at 3 speed and all that, just trying to get the most speed we can, the most stamina we can. So no, for me, going through all those scenarios, I barely saw a difference in stat changes, because each time the scenario changes, the stat cap increases. What the stat cap increases generally means that they're giving more stats within the scenario. Did you think about that? Because in the Great Food Festival, you are getting stats you're getting extra stats like every time you cook, right? Every time you cook, or every time you cook, because that stat you're cooking for will get some extra stats. And especially in the last 3 turns, when you're looking at the finals, you're looking at 200, at least about a 200 points, which was still doable. Like, I'm pretty sure it was doable in UAF, but still, it is more consistent in, well, I wouldn't say consistent, but it's more doable, I'd say, here in the last 3 turns, where not only is it you could do it when you do the cook for their food. Are we gonna lose to Air Groove? Suzuka, we lost to Air Groove? Or was it Taiki Shuttle? No, it was Taiki Shuttle. Oh, Taiki Shuttle, you lost. What was I saying? Shoot. Was that the last one? Oh, it was about the thing. Whereas in Great Food Festival, when you do the cooking, it can apply to more than one. And it even swaps the things around, right? So we can, make a better setup for you to pick up on. So me personally, each scenario, they increase the amount of stats you get. Sure, maybe the base stats, when it comes to training, you may get less in UAF or a certain one, or the base stats may be different when you're trained, but it doesn't mean that you're not getting, like, there's not a possibility of getting more stats because of the training, the stat cap, and also, and all that, because their goal every scenario is to increase what it looks like. Their goals for us is to see if we can increase our rank every scenario. That's what it seemed like to me ever since starting the game. So yeah. Plus the base training values for like the stat gains and all that for their each scenario is different. In UAF, there was 3 different base training values because of the 3 different colors. So that means each stat had 3 different base values. I don't really want to get too much deep into it, but regardless of the difference in the thing, if you think about short and mile, there's less emphasis on stamina. So I should be worrying less about stamina, because stamina I shouldn't be having a problem, right? If I could get it through inheritance or through my power training, then sure. So and I shouldn't really have a problem with guts as well, because it gives me an opportunity to possibly use 2 guts cards. Use 2 guts cards, things weren't working well. So that indicated me that I needed to figure out what the heck else is going wrong with my training if I'm not able to make 2 guts work when I could see other people making it work. Feel me with the time and effort thing now? Exactly. You take that away, you take the time and effort I was trying to put away, trying to do to figure out what was wrong with what I was doing, to see why I can't push it to UD. It kind of just makes me think like, oh, well then what the heck, was it y'all ain't telling me what's wrong besides my support cards. I won't know unless I see for myself, like training and all that. If I don't make any changes in my training, how am I gonna know? If all I'm gonna get is people telling me that it's just my support cards, with you pretty much being the only one telling me that my support cards are gonna be good enough while I'm still sticking at the UE, then what else am I gonna do than do some more extra trainings to see what I'm gonna do, to see what I have to change, or do something different. So you kind of see why I put that more in an emphasis than the whole casual thing. I can care less about the casual thing at this point, because the whole time and effort thing was what really hit home for me. It hit me hard, to be honest, based on past experiences, like I mentioned, based on the general view of people who actually love the time and effort stuff, like I said. So yeah, I just have the whole consideration of everyone else, and also, yeah, myself as well. But that is pretty much it from Tanoki. Hopefully everyone thinks that everything's all good. Honestly speaking, to me, I was never mad or anything. It may have sounded like it based on the aggressive tone of my voice, but that's me being blunt and getting my point straight across. If you guys thought that was me being mad instead of me being straightforward and honest, being blunt, you haven't really encountered a blunt person then, have you? Like someone who you sometimes you just need that person in your life who can just be straight up with you. That's what at least my friends have told me because I'm straight up with them. So yeah, that's just pretty much it. So thank you Tanoki for the comments. Now I will for sure try to push forward. Maybe I'll do another ticket just like Eugen. Maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm just gonna let all this play out just to give me some time. But next comments are going to be from Nova. Pretty much the same for Blue Archive. Every new event will take up my time for sure. Being a day one player makes me think that I can get away with not doing much in the game. Not me. Not me, because I think no. I don't think it was you being a day one player. It's you having the cards, right? Oh, we're talking about Blue Archive. That's a different story. Yeah, if we're talking about like Star Rail, me being a day one player, you don't really got much to do. Because by then you have a lot of builds set up, a lot of characters built. By this point, I'm like, what is it, a year, a couple months? I don't really have to worry about builds unless I want to, my builds, my artifacts and all, unless I want to improve them or a new character. And that's why, even though I can take another game more seriously than another, if there's nothing for me to do, I'm not going to do anything. Like, minus events and stories, if there's nothing else, shoot, what am I going to do? With Zenless, I'll be behind no matter how much I try. Well, maybe an infusion of cash is needed. I don't think money will help you catch up in Zenless, because you need to go through the story and stuff. So, just time. You just gotta put more time into it if you want to catch up faster. Money will help you in the units and weapon weapon department. And then not the speed of catching up. Unless you're literally getting everything that gives you like all the other items, like ascension items and all that, then I don't know. Shoot, maybe. I'm still enjoying this conversation about casual. It became less about me and more about how Shushu is more than casual. But I consider Shushu my tryhard master. To me, I tried to step away the casual thing. I was really pushing the whole time over effort thing. Because like I said, that was the biggest part to me. The plebeian versus bourgeois argument. I have no idea what you're talking about, my guy. I know what a plebeian is, but bourgeois? I don't know. I don't know. I will do the extra ticket. Favorite Uma song is Uma Pyoi because it made me think that all the Umas are cute when they sing it, except for 3 who shall not be named but easily guessed. Actually, real quick, Rick, here's your answer. Here's your answer. Let me see if I remember what song it was, because I did look, but I did forget again. Because I don't normally stay here at all. The last time I was here, like on my own will, was not here. Not here. I'm here like once a day, twice a day maybe, when I remember the second time. Where was it? I don't think I've heard this one. I haven't heard a lot of the other songs. I did like Dramatic Journey. I just do this. Dramatic Journey I did like. Gaze on Me. I don't know if that was the one. I don't think that was the one. Well, I mean, can't go wrong with that. Miss Victoria is good. Miss Victoria is good. I do like it. But what was that other song? There was one song that was like really, at least back then, there was that one song. Oh, Blow My Gale. I think it was Blow My Gale. It was, because Rudolph is here. I think it was Blow My Gale. Yeah, it was. But like for a few of these, like Glorious Moment, I do remember. I think I did like it. I don't know how much. But there's a couple songs that I did not listen to. So I maybe they could be better. But those 3 songs essentially, I guess I remember from the top of my head. Not to say that I don't like the other songs like Uma Pyoe, like that. That song's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. But I do like those songs a little bit more, to be quite honest. If you can figure out why, let me know down in the comments. Favorite Uma songs, Uma Pyoe Q, when they sing it, except for 3 who shall not be named, but easily guess. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about this League of Heroes. Oh wait, yeah, that is. I don't know about this League of Heroes since I'm just vibing. Overall, I'm thinking about the CM and that's it. Group B finals rocks. Yep. I don't think it's possible that there's a gacha out there where I don't have a single complaint. Looking at the 15 gachas I play, I think of one negative thing about it right away, but that's not going to stop me from wailing. It's true. Every gacha game has their flaws. But normally it's not big enough to the point where it'll put me off, at least from playing it. Not like compared to these nubs in the Hoyo community, or basically the Genshin community. They're on a whole nother level. They're on a whole nother level. All they do is complain. All they do is complain. Which is, you know, I get they want to get their things they want, but come on, man. It's been what, 4 years? 4 years. When have they like truly listened and satisfied what you guys wanted? Never. Never. Stop it. Just stop it. And then you're gonna torch others for continuing to play the game because they want to play the game. Well, they don't care what you're thinking. Shoot. Yeah, every game's gonna have their flaws. There's no way getting around it. If the pros outweigh the cons, then that's good enough for me. I'm not gonna keep justifying why I shouldn't play the game. Genshin was different because eventually the cons became more than the pros. Which why I said, when did Genshin ever, when did the Genshin devs ever truly did care and satisfy you guys, right? Or not you guys, but the Genshin community. When did they ever do that? They literally finally gave like 1,000 primo gems, and they're still complaining like y'all couldn't give a whole 10 pool. I mean, let's be real. The Star Rail and Zenless would, but that's the Genshin devs. That's the reason why people would be like, why does the Star Rail and Zenless devs will do such things? Because they're all a whole different group of people. And that's all it is. Oh no, Shushu's flexing his gachas. I should do that too. Fun fact, Uma's the only gacha I spent more than 40 minutes. Same. On a daily basis? Same. Well, minus the daily training. To make that the full dailies, right? Because that's how I consider a full daily in Pretty Derby is to get that training out of the way. But the only gacha that comes even close is Nikki. I'm so livid by that. Wait, Nikki? Really? That caught me by surprise. I wouldn't have expected Nikki to be the game closest to 40 minutes outside of Pretty Derby. That is a weird one to me. That is a weird one to me. For me, is that new game I picked up. I can't for the life of me remember it. Oh wait, I did show it in the screen yesterday, so it was one of those games. It was the one beside Genshin, I believe. But yeah, essentially those are majority of the games I do play. Those were 12 of them. There's still a few more on my PC and a couple more on my phone. Yeah. Overall, I feel like this debate is like a debate. See, that's the reason why, like I said, I sounded a little bit more aggressive because I was being blunt, because to me it started to feel like a debate. Thank you, Nova, for saying that, but debate like a debate between creationism and evolution. Like, one is using a Bible as source and the other is using fossil science as source. I don't think they can come together until one of them start using the other source. With me and Shushu, we just have a different definition of casualness than Tanoki's. It's kind of just a different an opinion experience that really made this a debate. True. But also, I mean, if you think about the general consensus, no one's gonna be like... And the general consensus, they're gonna think both of us essentially are gonna... Whether it's me because that I play more, or you because you have the meta character, the meta stuff. They're, in the general view, they're gonna probably think that we're both tryhards, essentially. Or if they knew what you said, then you're gonna sound really casual, right? Regardless of you having the meta cards. Like I said, I think the main issue was that the different in perspectives, or maybe if the time and effort thing would have been more acknowledged, and probably if that you know if that part wasn't pushed, that button was pushed a little bit, then sure. Then sure. Let's be real, Shushu. CG will throw 10 more Umas that you want to pull. It's gonna happen. They will. They will. I see it. I see it. I mean, we already know there's gonna be a future Uguri Cap one with because of her anime. But there's also still a possibility they would still release an alt before the anime collab version if they do decide to make either or both. So let's see, other Umas, we're looking at Mihono Bourbon, right? Because she only has Chocoban. And then we're looking at Suzuka already has another one. Other Umas. Looking at other Umas. Like, Kita doesn't necessarily have that second alt like Teo does. Right? No. Teo only has the anime... No. Yeah, the anime collab and her festival one, right? I think so. So not really like Teo. Like McQueen. But she has a swimsuit. She has her original. She has her anime collab. Does she have anything other than that? I don't even remember anymore. Who has two alts? Like actual two alts? Who does have actual two alts? Rice Shower. Rice Shower has the Great Food Festival and also has the Halloween. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they count as an alt. I technically don't, because It was an anime collab, so there must be an actual alt out there for another alt for Kita somewhere. Because we had her normal one, the New Year's one, got the anime collab one. That's it. There should be one more. I'm assuming there should be one more. Actually, how about Daya? How did it was Daya, New Year's Daya, and then the she has 3 as well. Well, anyways, moving on. Now, if hypothetically speaking, Reverse has PvP based content, I'll have to be the most tryhard player when compared to Shushi. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. I am super casual in that game. Super casual. I ain't doing nothing but dailies. Well, I do try to do the events when I can, or remember to. Well, no, I do remember to. It's just I usually do it, not right away or so like that. That's why I say super casual there in reverse, because I ain't like Nova who already has like things pre-farmed and all that. I would rather do that in other games that I care about more. So yeah, if we're talking about reverse, you got me beat there. If we were in a PvP based content, if we're talking about PvP based in reverse, you got me beat there for sure, for sure. And I think this is the last one from Nova, and I'll repeat this to everyone here. I pulled on Vivlo's speed card without even knowing if she's good or not. I didn't even know Sky Power card was good. At the time, I was pissed because she keeps coming out. Well, even if you tell us, we did know you wanted for Vivlos. But the thing is, even if you didn't want her, even if you didn't know that she was good, and we did, maybe. You just ended up max limit breaking both. That's it. It just happened. Of course, we get no control over it besides pressing the button, putting our currency away. But it happened, right? So you can't really... Yeah, whether or not you were fortunate enough to get both cards. So. And those... And what other people would say, I think that's pretty damn lucky, right? Like, how does that happen? If you're just going for one, but somehow came out with both. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Nova. Appreciate it as always. Next one is from Eugen. Silent Suzuka is really racking some points for you. Can we see the total points they give us? I don't want to know. It's a normal escape strategy, right? Yes, because she doesn't have 1,000. This one, I believe, doesn't have 1,000. I think this one has 800. Around 800. So she was made to be a normal escape at that point. Then there's Taiki Shuttle for backup. Well, the reason I'm going for 6 entries is so I can balance out the use of items. Well, when going for 10 entries, it's like a hard time for me to use items which only needs me 3 times for each. I like to share my sense that large scenario is a scenario I like the most because of its fast training, that even if you are brain dead, you can do well with results. Meaning got used to the scenario. Well, yeah. Also, it can cost me about 20 to 30 minutes and not take much time. Even though it's fast, there's still a big hurdle in the first main race that you need to overcome. For dailies in UMA, average of dailies is 40 in average because one part of it is you need to win a race and complete a training, which 25 minutes in Lark at minimum per run. If you remove training, well, 5 to 10 minutes will do, but you won't complete the dailies itself. Thank you. Thank you, Eugen. It's not necessary. You're not completing dailies. And Pretty Derby for not doing that training. That's essentially my belief as well. Which is why I said you can't just talk about the dailies without the training, because the dailies is implemented in the training is implemented into the daily itself. Which is why I said 40 minutes and Pretty Derby is automatic. Though I don't play any other gacha games at the moment, I know at least some dailies are quick, as it is. Which that's the purpose of dailies, is to log on the game and do a bit of simple stuff. Yeah. League of Heroes Day 3 recap. With 6 entries, obtained got a score of 850, 880, 860, 1000, 690. Ooh, that one was a little rough, probably because you were a little bit higher. 830, and reach gold 2 with a cumulative points of 14,490. So the extra ticket did make you basically go an extra rank. No changes from the previous lineup. Reinforced Uma run and countered some mishap. Ended up into retired training. That's unfortunate. I can justify 40 minutes on Uma if it was my only gacha game. Why oh why in the year of our Lord 2024 is that the dailies is locked behind a 40-minute training wall? Here's the answer. Because it's the point of the game. To train your Umas. That simple. So they will put that into the dailies because it's the main aspect of the game. That's it. That's it. That's another reason why it's part of the dailies. But thank you, Eugen, for the comment, and Nova for the response. Next comment is Rick. I get both points. One says that getting the better equipment makes them try hard to get the upper hand, while the other one says spending more time on one thing makes them try hard to see how far they can go. Or how far can they go. I think both are valid points, but I value more putting the effort and time to getting their personal best results. It's like I said earlier, there are people out there who has a better satisfaction, who has more value when it comes to putting more time and effort into something rather than having essentially the easier method, right? The easier way. There are people like that. Which is why, like I said, with how the debate was going, it felt like you were completely disregarding that. Tanoki, to be specific, because I don't want to say it, make it feel like I was making this towards Rick when the whole thing was with Tanoki. So yeah. Reminder of answering your favorite Uma song, but don't worry if you don't answer it on the next video, because I've been enjoying the content while I play Uma. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It makes me know that it's a good thing for me to know that you're enjoying it. It makes me feel happy and all that. But no, I already answered it earlier during Nova's question, I believe. So there you go. I didn't really exactly give you like the top one, but those three were, I believe, were the top ones for me. I'm close to completing some missions to get a 3-star ticket. Hopefully today or tomorrow I do them and get a new Uma. I hope so as well. If only I put more... Oh, this is Nova's response. If only I put more effort into Uma, but I can't just for the life of me. Hey, so you still put in that 40 minutes though. Good for you. For that daily training. Good for you. And then lastly, we have a comment from Ren. I got Durandal in 3 tickets. In total, 35 pulls. Oh, congrats. Time to save. Yay, 1,198 gems. LOL. Sorry for not commenting recently. I've been hella depressed lately. Ooh. Well, I hope you're doing better now. Depression is not something we should take lightly. So I do hope you are taking care of yourself while you're going through this, and have people out there for you, you know, to check up on you or anything like that, because depression is a serious thing. I have been depressed a few times in my life, so I get it. And yeah, I don't want to get too personal on that, because that let's just say, I think Ren knows, but let's not talk about it here. I'm doing okay for League of Heroes, honestly. I don't know what day it's on right now, but I'm gold 2. Well, it'll be gold 3 by the time we comment, or day 3 by the time we commented. But day 4 by now. Wasn't using Umas with stamina bonus since the scenario is short mile base. Honestly, school days was pretty much everywhere. I don't remember too much about Mirai Nikki, but I remember the Battle Royale premise. Yeah, that is a thing. There was a Battle Royale premise in it. Basically playing Fortnite with your BF. saying Fortnite can be a stretch. I didn't get no Fortnite vibes, regardless of it being a battle royale. That was no Fortnite. But I get what you're saying because of the whole battle royale thing. But Fortnite was not the right game to compare what's going on in Mirai Nikki. Or saying playing Fortnite with your BF. I don't know. I don't see that. That's a little off for me. I plan to watch When They Cry, but never got to. We, as in Nova, you, and every other male got isekai'd. We're all just in a coma and we're dreaming right now. To be honest, I don't even remember the whole thing because it's been a while, so I do apologize. But I do remember saying something like that. Oh, was this a whole thing about if all us male players got isekai'd? Well, I still don't generally remember the thing, so I do apologize. It has been a couple days. Day 49 of asking random questions. Pig or Donkey Girl anime? I guess Donkey Girl, because it's kind of close to a horse. I guess. Random word of the day. What does random even more? Eh? What does random even more? Or were you trying to say what does random mean even more? Is it really random? If you say random word of the day, because then it won't be random if you're just if you feel like if you're planning to say it, right? Is it necessarily random, or is it random because it's the first word you typed in? Because honestly, some of the words, random words you put of the day, seems like they're not the top word that comes out of your word. Like any word could have came out, but these were some kind of specific ones from the past ones at least. Don't forget about in Scary Movie when they used the Matrix. They did. It was pretty funny. I'm kind of scared of horror. I love horror. I love horror genre. Spooky season is in literally 5 days. I love it. I might end up rewatching The Conjuring and all that again. I did it last year. Shoot, it might be my own like Halloween tradition or something, or a spooky season tradition. I don't necessarily care about Halloween when it comes to the whole trick-or-treating thing anymore. Obviously, we've grown out of it, but yeah, I love the spooky season. I just don't like Rick and Morty. It's not my type of thing. I've seen shorts, trailers, previews of it, but it's just not my thing. And I agree. It's not my thing either. Which is why I stopped watching all those stuff. Basically, anything just like TV show related that's not anime. So basically, American TV shows, Netflix, all that stuff that you... I don't know. Probably don't use as much as you think. That with the amount of you pay for. I don't know. I still have or haven't watched. But I'm assuming we haven't. I still haven't watched the Suicide Squad anime yet. I definitely want your reaction from the anime. Did you ever watch First Love Monster? Heck no, not from what I heard. I told you I was not gonna watch it. I told you I was not gonna watch it. Wait. Hold on. I don't even remember if this was a... I would have to go back to the comment to see honestly what if this was the ad, because honestly like I said, if it's based off the synopsis and I'm not interested in it, or even like nothing really necessarily interests me in that anime, I'm most likely not gonna watch it. but I will, like I said, I will read the synopsis to see what happens, or something like that. I don't know, but I like I said, I didn't watch it. But I don't know. Y'all didn't make it sound enticing to watch or even pique my interest. So, like I said, if it's not gonna interest me, I ain't gonna fly with it. Even if it's not school days, I do believe Nova had said it was not like school days, but you know, it was still put up there and like I don't know. I don't know. I never thought about it because I did say in the video that I wasn't gonna watch it, right? Where is it? Thanks for the video, Shushu dude. Looks like you're all well. Oh yeah, I'm all well. I think I was good by some point last week. And I'm trying to watch more Yuri, but I don't know. I haven't gotten to it in a minute. Well, once you find the time, then go for it. Now, this was the part I wanted to go over because I knew Nova was gonna say something due to the Durando polls. Plus, it was already mentioned in the Discord server. So, if you guys haven't joined, link down in the description down below. But Nova had responded saying, "Congrats and thank you, Ren, for freeing me from the Lucky Mustard crown. I'm sure Shushu would agree." Negative. Ren said, "Nah, I think you're still the king." That's right. Ren gets it. Ren gets it. Nova says, "It's too early, Ren. I believe in you, and it's too early for you to give up on your crown because it's too soon." Ren says, "You take the true title." Very true. Nova says, "No, foiled again. Damn straight." Damn straight. Mind you, you did say you got 60 pulls in Blue Archive for those 2 characters, right? Damn straight, you're still the true title. You take the true title. Ren, and then Ren says, "Don't be so quick to give up your crown." Exactly. Exactly. You can keep trying. None of us aren't gonna budge as much because you've been stupid lucky in the past few months, or yeah, a few months with the other games along with Uma and all that. So yeah, well, minus you saying you reach pity for what was it, Princess Connect? Like I said, we already talked about that. Don't want to go back into that again. But yeah, with that being said, thank you, Tanoki, Ren, Rick, Eugen, and Nova for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. I think that's gonna be pretty much it for this video because I do need to get this video edited and posted up on time. And yeah, it may look like it's the same amount of time, but that's simply because I did kind of over explain more than I wanted to again, even though I did say I wanted to try and simplify it a little bit. But like I said, if I'm trying to explain myself, I'll be a little bit more honest. And if I'm a little bit more aggressively honest, I'm really trying to get my point across. And that's pretty much it. I don't really mean any harm, any hostility, aggressiveness, or anything like that. If you've encountered a blunt person, then you guys will know what I'm talking about. So yeah. That's just all it is. And like I said, if I was truly heated, mad, or anything, would I have had it would have been a weird vibe going into this video, but I'm good, guys. I'm good. I was just trying to get my point across. That's simple as that. Well, with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys did for day 4 of the League of Heroes. If you guys haven't mentioned your teams for the upcoming CM, let me know down in the comments as well. If there are anything you guys want to talk about, anything else, or ask me down in the comment section. feel free to, just as long as it's appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, like I said earlier in the video, in the middle of the video or whatever, link is down in the description down below. And with that, if you guys haven't joined the circle, or you guys are looking for your circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you sent the request and that you want to join. But to make it for sure that I will accept you right away or as soon as possible, go back to the comment section or go to the Discord server. And in the Discord server, there is a channel request channel. There we go again. I said it again. There is a circle request channel there. Go there or to the comment section. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, and I will accept you into the circle when I see it. But with that being said, guys, thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.